throwing 2 TD passes, including a 54-yarder to Antonio Callaway. Baker finished with just over 200 passing yards, while the starter, Tyrod Taylor, finished a perfect 5 for 5 for 99 yards and a touchdown pass. But the attention was on Baker, and after the game, he talked about what he can do to improve. Let's listen.
I think command of the whole offense, just in general, being able to say the play in the huddle and just slow it down for me, not having to think about the whole thing as I'm getting lined up, see it and see what the defense is giving me, so I'm able to eliminate things quicker. And so that's what you really want to do when you're getting up to the line. The great quarterbacks are able to have that elimination process very quickly. They know exactly where they want to go with the ball, and then something happens, they can instantly go to that second read or whatever it is. So that's something I'm working on, but I think that's the biggest progress I've made.
Well, Eric Dickerson is still here with us, so I'm going to start with you, Eric. From what you saw last night, who should be the starter for the Browns?
What he just said was perfect. Slow the game down. You can't go in the whole thinking. That's for any NFL player. And for a young quarterback to have that awareness right now, not saying, well, I'm trying to get the ball down deep, or, I'm trying to evaluate everything. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do 1,000 things. He said, I want to slow the game down. So it's slowed down basically in his mind. To me, I think Baker Mayfield should be the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Because that's why they drafted him.
Yeah.
That's why they drafted him number 1.
Finally got a little wisdom on the
show. So I see we agree on something. He's a guy that gives them that swagger. Now, everybody may not agree with his swagger. I like his swagger. I really do. I thought he was accurate coming out of college. Those 2 passes showed his accuracy. That pass to David Njoku, it had to be right there. Or it's knocked down, or it's an interception.
Should have been picked anyway.
Yeah, but it wasn't picked. That's the thing. It wasn't picked. Should have been, but it wasn't. And so, and the second pass to Callaway, that was a strike. If it's a foot, maybe even 10 inches behind him, it's slapped down, or it's possibly, maybe that wasn't an interception, but it would have been the drop pass possibly. Those are perfect passes. And to me, I don't want to say, I can't say because he's not that guy yet, but Aaron Rodgers, when he came out, a guy told me, he said, Eric, I asked him, I said, what are y'all going to do when Brett retire? What are you going to do when Brett Favre retires? You got a guy right now that can take his spot. I'm like, no way. Who? He said, remember the name Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to say, I'm not saying he's an Aaron Rodgers, but his accuracy, and I love accuracy. He's not a big guy. He's more like a Drew Brees. So I know it's killing you over him. I can see you're salivating.
Shannon's sweating.
Yeah, I see sweating. You got to like, come on, give it to me. And I say it again, I'm not saying he's Aaron Rodgers by no means, but I like an accurate quarterback, and I like him, and I think he should start.
I'm going with Tyrod. I still believe early on Tyrod gives them the best chance to win. And Hugh Jackson is trying to hold on to his job, Skip. Now, remember, I think they're at home opening day, but they're playing the Steelers.
Yeah, it's
with that zone blitz, that fire zone, they cause young quarterbacks a lot of problems. But Tyrod didn't do anything. If Tyrod had the job going into camp, he had the starting job going into the first game, what did he do that was so bad that you're like, man, you know what? We got to go with Baker. No.
Nothing. He didn't do anything wrong.
Baker made some good throws, but he had some bad throws too, Skip. And he got a happy feet a couple of times. I just need you sometimes, Skip Bayless, I need you to take off like Cowboys and Baker Mayfield and Dak Prescott colored glasses so you can see clearly.
I was trying to tell you this was coming.
I'm not saying, Skip, I'm not saying that at some point Baker shouldn't be there. I'm saying after last night's game, I don't think he did enough to take Tyrod, considering how well Tyrod played. Now, we'll see. Hey, week 3, game 2 for them, he'll play a little more. Tyrod will play a little more. Game 3 will be very, very interesting. That will be your telltale. How much does Baker Mayfield play in game 3?
That will be telltale. And if it's Hugh Jackson's decision, he'll play a lot. I mean, Tyrod will play most of the
game.
So I'm ready to say happy trails, LeBron James, because happy days are here again for Baker Mayfield's Cleveland Browns. You could just see it all over the field last night. And my man Eric here, he saw it. It's just eye test. It's gut-level feeling. You watch Tyrod operate, and I love Tyrod. I have nothing but respect for him. He took a team to the playoffs last year. They stunk it up in Jacksonville, but a lot of teams stink it up in Jacksonville. But he was smooth and sharp last night when he operated with the first-team offense for 2 series. I have He did nothing wrong. I have nothing bad to say about Tyrod. But he's not Baker Mayfield. Baker's just better. You could just see it. The energy is off the charts. He is a competitive ball of fire. It's swagger, it's body language. Everybody gets more pep in their step when he's on the field, and he's with a mix of second-teamers, a couple of first-teamers, and eventually a bunch of third-teamers. And he's just making it all click because they're rising to the occasion for him. And what a tough spot to get thrown into on the road against the second pick in the draft, who had a sensational first burst. So he set the bar up here. Then Tyrod took it up a whole nother level with 2 opening drives that were statement drives of "this job is mine." Mm-hmm. And Baker Mayfield walked on the field and said, "Watch this." And he took over the night. He owned that game. He owned that stage. No stage is too big for him. He's fearless. He's this weird combination of careful gambler. I don't know how to explain it, but he doesn't throw interceptions. At Oklahoma, he threw 119 touchdowns to 21 interceptions. But he looks like he's rambling and gambling because he will buy time, he'll roll out, he'll try throws where you say, that doesn't look like that's going to work, and it works. He's very low interceptions. Again, I've tried to explain to this man. The last 2 years of college football in this country, it was led in total QBR by Baker Mayfield twice in a row. That's hard to do. It shows you efficiency. Yeah. It shows you effectiveness. It shows you deadly accuracy. His arm is just liver than Tyrod's. Tyrod has a nice arm, but
you think he throws a better ball and has a strong arm than Tyrod?
I do.
No,
I just do. It's more of a whip of an arm.
I don't know. I don't want to say yes.
But when you talk about ED like what he saw last night, first of all, ED didn't see nothing. You see the glasses he got on? ED can't see.
And I know you ain't talking about nobody's glasses.
That's not fair.
But I can't see you right. But
but he can't see it all. So
Well, he should have put his goggles on.
Yeah, he can see then.
That's cold.
But look, like I said, let's go to week 4. Now, the third preseason game. How much does Baker, because if he's going to start, he's going to play an awful lot with the starters.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to start the game, but if he's going to start week 1, he's going to play an awful lot with the starters. And then come week 4, if he doesn't play at all, he's starting week 1, Skip.
Okay.
You know how this goes.
Yeah, I know how this goes. Look, first of all, since 1999, the Browns have had, you know how many quarterbacks?
100. See,
29 quarterbacks since 1999.
Well, now they got 2.
They got 2. No, they got 2, but they got 1. Because
these might be the best.
That's why
since 99.
That's why you drafted it.
You could argue they have the best 2 that they've had in their history.
Yeah. Well, Otto.
You got Bernie Kosar
and Otto Graham.
That's
way back. Yeah.
Brian Sipe was pretty good for a while.
Brian Sipe was pretty good.
He was pretty good.
Yeah, he's my era.
Yeah.
You're trying to think of a word to kind of describe Baker Mayfield, and to me, the thing I loved about this guy